What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another month here on the Lazarus Pit. We are back again talking a movie that has been chosen by us for this month and last
Hell
month.
yeah.
I'm joined as always by my best pal, Mr. Sean. Me and Sean, it is your birthday month, and
Happy
we're recording
birthday
this
to
quite
me.
close to your birthday.
It's coming up, isn't it? I'm going to be old by the time this comes out.
I'm going to your birthday party tomorrow, and you have a bouncy castle and everything set up.
I do, yeah. We're going to turn off the pump halfway through and just let it sink for a bit.
Let's kill some kids.
Hell yeah. That's what I want for my birthday.
So, if this is your first Lazarus Pit, I mean, look, how we do this is every month you guys get to pick a movie for us. You're always really mean, and we respect that. It's actually part of the hustle that's we kind of say we don't like it, but it's kind of funny. But for
part
2 months of the year, for 2 beautiful months, so May and June, which are me and Sean's birthday months, we get to choose the movies that we review. And so last month, I got to pick, and that means, Sean, this month you got to pick, and you chose Pirates of the Caribbean 2 Dead Man's Chest. Yeah.
I did indeed, and I had a great time watching it.
Did you have a great time watching it?
I did, Connor. I did. Thank you for asking. I really enjoyed this film.
Before we get into the review, by the way, probably in the next few weeks, it's very important people know we're probably going to have a hangout at some stage in July. We haven't decided on the date, but it will probably be one weekend in July, a Saturday. And we haven't really figured it out, but
we don't know dates or times, but we'll do one.
It'll be between 1:30 and probably 3:00 Irish time. So
yeah, we'll give you a couple of weeks' notice.
We'll give you a few weeks' notice, but yeah. So that all the patrons, you're all invited for free. Thank you all very much for all the support. You're all absolute legends. We actually think you're fantastic. We couldn't do the show without you. But Sean,
you keep the wheels turning.
Sean didn't say that. Behind your back, Sean has said all sorts of bad things.
Wow, on my birthday,
Sean, this movie, directed by Gore Verbinski, written by Terry Rossio and another man called Ted Elliott.
Big up, Ted. Love him to bits. Connor, for my birthday, got me a mug with Ted Elliott's face on it and a mouse mat with Ted Elliott's face on it.
Let's get more in detail, right? So I obviously, if you've been listening to the show on Movie Mondays or whatever, the Heroes for Hire show now, on Mondays, the major show, that we were talking about the fact that Sean discovered this guy Ted Elliott and his existence, because people like actors, people like directors, but Ted Elliott has written every one of Sean's favourite movies from like 1995 to 2010.
Like Treasure Planet, Pirates of the Caribbean, National Treasures, Shrek. It's all in there.
He's literally done everything that basically built Sean's entire personality. Yep. And so when we found this out, we were like, Sean and Ted, like Sean became Ted's biggest fan, and I then decided, because it was Sean's birthday and I've already given him his present, so I mean, look, we revealed it. I had to send it to his house. He has to open it at some stage, and so I had to do some thinking, some soul searching. I don't know if we revealed what you got me for my birthday.
I don't think we've told anyone, no.
Yeah, so before we get into the review, Sean sent me 2 giant wooden chairs, because of course, chair.
It was meant to be one chair. They sent you 2 by mistake.
It was meant to be one wooden chair that I was like, why the fuck has anybody for my birthday sent me this giant piece of wooden chair? And it took me like 10 minutes to realise it was from you. And then I was like, that motherfucker got me chair.
That's pretty good though, right? In my defence, I thought it would be funny.
And not only was there one, but there's now 2 chairs in my kitchen that are too small for anything else.
You are going to throw a party and be short some chairs sometime.
They're the 2 you bring down to put like your enemies on.
They're the backup chairs.
And so like my parents came around, by the way, and they were just like, why do you have 2 random chairs?
Yes.
Like, don't ask.
It's worse because now you have to explain to everyone.
I'm like, look, there's this comic book character called Chair and we have to do it, and the listeners fucking hate me and they fucking just keep slagging me about Chair. So I decided it'd be funny if I got Sean a model like tiny sized
dollhouse chairs
and table, because obviously I couldn't get a bigger chair. So,
it's a standard size of chair, you know.
but then I was like, how do I get something that really just encapsulates everything I know about Sean? And so I decided to find a Google image of Ted Elliott, and then I created a mug that just has Ted Elliott on a red carpet on one side. And then originally I tried to get a script with Ted Elliott's autograph on it with Terry Rossio, and there was only one that existed, by the way. I found it through the Ted Elliott Terry Rossio website. That's
Hell yeah, you did.
So I found it, and it cost over €150 or something for the fucking script, and I was like, I don't like them that much.
There's a budget on these.
like I'm not taking the piss here, right?
Those chairs were not expensive.
So then I thought it would be even better. I got him a mug on one side, Ted Elliott's face. Other side, a screenshot that I took on my laptop of the script.
Beautiful.
That was
some of your best work.
It's so cheap to just take a screenshot, almost free.
Almost, unless it's an NFT, Conor.
I turned them all into NFTs for no reason, just to kind of cost myself money.
Yeah, but it's yours now. You own that.
But now you've got a beautiful mug that has Ted's face on it and a mouse pad. I have to
explain it to guests.
Are you currently using the mouse pad?
No, I'm using the Ben Reilly one you got me.
Not as fun.
Last year. It's pretty nice.
But Ted's face is nice.
Ted has a nice face. I don't want... No, Ted's going to listen to this someday. I don't want him to hear me talk like this.
We did this through love. Like, we love Ted. Ted is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's not a bit. He genuinely made a lot of my personality.
I got it as a joke present, but I knew Sean would take it as, this is a great present.
What a treat, says I.
I tell you what wasn't a treat, Sean. This movie. So, I'm going to get into this movie. I haven't watched this since the first time I watched it in 2006.
Holds up, right?
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Music by Hans Zimmer. Came out June 2006. Budget $225 million, which is a shit ton of money for back then. But it made over $1 billion, which is even more of a shit ton of money.
Clearly, it resonated with audiences positively.
So I have come out as saying that the first Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favourite movies.
Yes, I've also said that.
I adore that movie. I think it's actually, from start to finish, I think it's a pretty perfect movie. Just as an adventure. Right?
Great. Love that.
This one, there's at least an hour that I genuinely, inside my soul, hate.
What?
Right? But the other hour and a half, it's really good. It's pretty good. Yeah.
What hour are you hating? What is it? What part of it don't you like?
First 40 minutes. When they go to the fucking weird cannibal island. Terrible. Worst scenes in the movie. Secondly, big wheel. That whole fight on the beach to the big wheel. Shit. All terrible.
Beach sequence is fantastic. They're holding each other up at sword point and they all have different motivations.
Because there's no plot and we've got to waste 40 minutes in the first half of it. Like the first 40 minutes had to be wasted. The reason why the first one is so good, Sean, and we're probably going to fight over this, is because there's no wasted minutes, right?
I'd argue there's no wasted minutes in the second one.
So many wasted minutes. It's been so long doing a weird fight scene on a wheel.
If you take out the more fantastical elements like the cannibal island and like the big thing on the wheel, this is a really grim, depressing movie. It's just terrible things happening and people submitting to death. No,
I disagree. Okay, but I think what you're thinking of is plot. The rest of the movie is plot, and then it's like they're doing a plot, and then it presses pause because we have to have 30 minutes of hijinks, and then it's like, right, let's get back to the Flying Dutchman now. Now that we're all back on board.
No, they need to reclaim the pearls somehow.
I actually was watching it and
it's face, like 10 minutes.
It's not 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes on that cannibal island.
I'm telling you now, I checked the time and it was 45 in and when Jack...
Yeah, but a bunch of stuff happens before that.
Very little. Very little. The first 10 minutes maybe, but like it's 45 minutes in when Jack does that weird gymnastic flip into the little cavern.
Okay. I will say the flip over the little cavern and he falls and all the fruit falls on him. A little fantastical. But live a little, Conor.
See, actually, you know what's so funny? Is I was watching it and I was like, I hate this. And then I was like, but I think that might be something wrong with me. And I was like, maybe I'm the one not having fun.
Yeah, I think that scene isn't in it for you. You got to remember, these are for 10-year-olds, these movies.
But the first movie has fun scenes, but they're like constantly pushing the plot.
Like where he escapes on the docks.
Or Will and Jack's first sword fight is full of character. It's a fun thing, action piece, but it tells everything about those two characters within a 10-minute action scene.
And the big wheel tells you that, look, this is bigger than the first movie.
This is a bigger wheel.
Until someone makes a bigger wheel, yeah.
Because that's all I was thinking was like, we can have fun, and I feel like the fun police, but we can have fun, but in a controlled, plot-driven environment. I know this is your birthday, see, and I wasn't meant to come in this hard, look, but I had a strong visceral reaction.
I was trying to phrase this in a way that a grown-up might, and the best way I can describe it is I see your criticisms, but I don't care. I think it's fun.
That's and maybe I needed to watch this when I was 10, and I think I did, but even then I was like, I didn't appreciate I don't think I watched it with full eyes back then.
Because Conor, I had the Pirates of the Caribbean action figures. I had the playset of the big wheel. You could stick two of them on it and it would just roll along.
And you know what? But the thing is, right, the plot itself, this is why I kind of came in strong with the negative, but I do have a major positive in that a lot of the, with Davy Jones' Locker and the Flying Dutchman, I think that's all fantastic. And I think, obviously,
so good, and it looks fantastic.
Bill Nye's CGI is the best CGI ever put on screen at this point. It's ridiculous.
There's movies coming out now that don't look half as good. Now, the VFX crews on these movies were worked to death to make it look that good. That's not fair. But it still looks fucking amazing.
There are some bits with the Kraken that aren't strong as much as...
Some of the Kraken in the water.
Some of the Kraken in the water isn't great. But Bill Nye is like... I genuinely, whenever I see that, there's a moment I'm like, this is the best CGI ever. Ever put on screen. There's never a moment where you don't think that man's a big octopus man.
Yeah, and then you see the behind the scenes and it's Bill Nye in a grey suit. They keep his eyes, which make it look a lot more real. Yeah. They just paint makeup around his eyes.
And even Bootstrap Bill, I think that's really great. And the fact that he becomes more, he gets more coral on him, or more
more barnacle-y.
Barnacle-y every time you see him. I think that's all great. I'm going to say lots of positives within this review. There was just
good
visceral scenes in which I was just like, this does not need to be here.
There's tonal shifts in them.
You're wasting my time. Get back to Bill Nye. Get
back to the cool stuff. You can't have Bill Nye all man. His introduction where Jack looks through the telescope and David Jones just fucking teleports. So good.
That's so good. And I'm not going to say one bad thing about any of the scenes that he's in, because every one of them he steals. And he kills it.
Yeah. And then, it's a real cast overall. Fantastic in this. Tia Dama's great. Her introduction when you're going up the fucking swamp and then into the weird witch cabin. Yeah, I love all of that.
I have figured out why I don't like this one as much.
Why?
And I was trying to put now, look, it's those scenes themselves, obviously, that I really don't like, is that whenever hijinks, mishaps, and nothing ever changes. We spend 15 minutes where loads of people are doing loads of things, but I equivalent to Star Wars Episode 3, where it's Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting for 45 minutes, but nobody ever gets a hit. So,
but again, Conor, but that's class though.
But we just move location to location, and the stakes get higher and higher. That's
yeah,
fine.
but they're fighting.
But nobody ever gets hit. But then at the end, they're all friends. But the one thing that stood out to me was there's no emotional anchor in this movie, which I think kills it. And what I mean by that is Will and Elizabeth, like, I don't give a shit about them getting married. Because I don't think the movie gives a shit about them being married. It's never even mentioned at the end. Like, even when they have the wedding that's broken up to start, that's fine.
Yeah. That's a great intro, though.
Yeah.
I would like...
I really like them in the first movie, just in terms of, I think they've got great chemistry. It works really, really well. And then in this movie, there's nothing to ever really hold on to, like, emotionally. Like, you never really give a shit if they ever get back to the wedding.
Yes.
I know you have to say negative things, so please.
No, I like hearing this. I like listening to people talk about the things I like, good or bad. But these two films, so Dead Man's Chest and World's End, the one that comes after it, they were written at the same time. Like, they had the whole arc planned out for what it was to be. So this whole film is Will choosing between Elizabeth and the sea. And he goes on to do the Davy Jones role, and Davy Jones eventually chose the sea over love and fucking emotions and everything like that. But Will at the end realises he can have both. But that doesn't hit as hard in the third film if you don't have this conflict. Because this film ends at like a midpoint, essentially.
Yeah. The way I looked at it, I was like, this movie feels bloated. But then at the same time, when I actually thought about the plot, I was like, I actually don't think it's that bloated. I think the plot is fairly straightforward.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of moving parts, and there's kind of two antagonists.
Yeah, and look, but you can do that. That's fine. It feels bloated, but it's not bloated. And all I could think of was there's no grounding. Normally a movie feels a little bloated if we don't have a grounding with some characters that were like, this is what we're hanging our hat on here. Because obviously Jack is the one leading this, and he's not very grounded as a character. Everything he says is either a lie or he's making it up. Or probably like it's just like there's no straight man, because even say Will in this kind of just acts like a fucking lunatic most of the time.
He's a lot more stoic hero-y at some points as well. Like all the stuff on the Dutchman, he's fully just on the mission.
And I think Elizabeth is our straight character in terms of like the character that we follow, but she doesn't get a lot to do even in the last act. I think she makes that scene. The only thing that makes the scene of them three fighting like entertaining to me is her sitting there being like, this is really dumb. Because I was like, Elizabeth, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's all just take out our swords and fucking hack at each other.
Yeah,
I think, in the first one, it was Elizabeth, like, was kidnapped with the pirates, and, like, that was, like, we were learning all of that through her. Whereas, I get what you mean, that this one is, like, everyone has their own agenda, but also they're playing people. Like, Jack wants to control Davy Jones, but he does that by fucking over Will, but he's pretending to be friends with Will, but he's actually friends with Will. And Will loves Elizabeth, but he's trying to help his father, so he's distancing himself from Elizabeth. Elizabeth's getting closer to Jack to try and help Will, and Norrington wants to redeem his honour with the papers that Elizabeth stole for Will. But then Norrington also wants the heart, but Jack wants the heart, but Jack just wants freedom.
That's probably, so it's exactly that. So I love, and look, I know the idea they're going for is that pirates, you can't trust anybody, everybody's out to get. It's just, for me watching, I'm like, I need somebody to hold on to be like, look, you just be fucking dumb and just be like, just go along with it. Even if you get tricked, I don't care. You just stick on the straight and narrow.
I kind of, I'm very biased. I kind of like it because I've watched these over and over. So now I understand what every character is doing all
Maybe
of the time.
I'm just also a hater, so that could also be a thing.
I think you went in wanting to dislike this.
I actually disagree. I kind of, afterwards I was like, the plot of that is much better than I thought it was. Like,
okay.
Even me coming out, I was like, I came out of it being like, that is just as good in terms of plot wise as the first movie. Yeah, I would say. Like, I think this movie, really strong ideas, really strong. It's just literally, the first movie doesn't have any fat, and I feel like this movie has at least 30 minutes of fat that could have been changed to something else.
Fair. I think the first one as well, there was no guarantee that there'd be a sequel.
Yeah.
So it was just like everything was there and everything was how it would always be. Whereas now they knew there was a sequel, so they wanted to set stuff up and put things in place.
I suppose in a roundabout way, my complaint is that I want to get back to the cool stuff.
Yeah, like, you want just more of the actual main story. I want
the fucking pirates and the adventures and like double cross each other all fucking day. I don't care. Let's have a whole plot about that. But I can't look at Jack standing on the edge of a cliff with all the fucking fruit on the edge of his paw.
But fair, but if you wanted to see, if you took out those scenes, the movie's 40 minutes shorter, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Like, and you can't have that in a blockbuster sequel.
True.
But if you add more plot lines and contrivances, there is way too much to keep track of in this movie.
I understand. I suppose actually, in a better way, I would say I wanted better hijinks. That's how I would put it.
That's a valid. I'll accept that.
I wanted hijinks that at least push something forward. Because to me, these hijinks, and I've just thought of it. These hijinks to me are Star Wars Episode 8 gambling planet.
Camino. Or no, is it Camino? It's one of them, yeah.
That's to me what this, like those, some Casino of those plots, I'm just like, this is not okay, fine, but like there's cool stuff over there.
It would have been nice for Will to escape, like Will and Jack to interact on that cannibal island. As it stands, Jack probably he wouldn't have made it out. Well, actually, he might have, because he had the two lads, Rigetti and Pintel, they got the ship seaworthy.
Yeah.
So Jack probably would have escaped had Will not shown up.
Yeah, so nothing would have changed, is what I'm saying.
It'd be nice, because the first film started with Will freeing Jack from prison. So that'd be a nice, like,
yeah, actually, that's
continuation.
When Will shows up and Jack is like leader, and they have that like cool scene or whatever. Well, I'm going to say cool scene, but they have that scene where Jack is the leader, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to eat you," and they put them in a cage. Yeah, I wanted Jack to be like prisoner. Will shows up, saves him. And then, as you said, then you could have the bit where then Jack betrays him later on. Yeah. Like, it's the exact same thing. But I actually think a cool action scene featuring Will being a saviour. And then it's kind of like, you have the moment where from movie 1 to movie 2, we have that like, oh, Will's a fucking badass now. Like,
yeah, because they had that little moment at the end of the first movie where he escapes
with the
from the
hat,
hanging,
with the feather and the hat,
and he's everything. A full swashbuckler.
Yeah, like I want like full swashbuckler Will to show up. It's kind of like I feel like he's like retreated like 3 steps.
Yeah, like he's gone back. He's regressed a little bit from not being a full pirate.
Like, you show
anymore.
up and just start butchering people, or don't. Yeah. Maybe don't make them cannibals. Maybe make them just guys with guns and swords.
Yeah, like if Jack had been actually like... Because Jack's in a prison at the start of this movie. Like, you could have just had Will show up to that prison, escape, and then they're both looking for the key. And
then I would love if Elizabeth as a character... I know in the third one it very much grows into that. But like, I probably would have wanted a bit more of that in this. That like... She develops into like she's the main protagonist, like driving, and these two are just idiots, just waitered out. Well, there's a thing like she has her whole way of getting to Tortuga, which I think is quite fun. Like she's tricking the other sailors and stuff like that. But there's a thing that Will learned to be a pirate from Jack, but Elizabeth learned it from Barbossa. So Elizabeth is a lot more like not sneaky, but like a lot cleverer in how she manipulates people and stuff like that. Speaking of Barbossa, he's in this movie. Blew my little goddamn mind when I was little. It's the Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13. We bring back the bad guy from the first one for the third one. So good. And the crew didn't know, the cast didn't know that he was going to walk down those stairs. Yeah. They thought it was going to be Zoe Saldana's character. And it's just, it's such a good moment. And Jeffrey Rush kills it in that 30 seconds, or the 5 seconds he's on screen. And of course they gave him the apple, because why wouldn't they? Got to munch a big apple. Got to munch a big apple. I like the eerie opening and the dark themes. Definitely, I love those opening shots. I think a lot of the shots in this are really good. Like really, really strong. Yeah, visually very striking film. Also the music, Davy Jones's theme is insane. Oh, like well, Hans Zimmer's on the music, and he's just fucking, he's killing it. It was never going to be bad, was it? Yeah. And the compass, all the chat about the compass, and it's like, oh, it's what you want and that stuff. Like, I think that's really interesting, but it's also just like we can use the plot and do whatever we want. The compass just will point to anything.
Very good Jack Sparrow moment though, is like where he's giving the compass to Elizabeth. And she's like, I want to find Will by finding the chest of Davy Jones. Like, he's really like, no, this is how you do it.
Their interactions, like, so Will, Elizabeth, and Jack, their interactions are still great. I think they're really good. And Jack hasn't gone too far over the edge by this point.
No, he doesn't hit that until the fourth movie, I don't think.
I think maybe a little bit in the third, but even the second, I'm like, I'm never annoyed by him other than the fucking weird fucking gymnastics. But like, I enjoy his interactions with them a lot more than, watch Jack survive this near-death experience.
Yeah. Oh, no, look, he should be dead many times over.
But he's at his fullest when, like, he's an idiot, but he's surrounded by bigger idiots. So, like, he's even when they're like, why are we not doing more treasure hunting? And he just says, like, a load of words, and they're just like, right... Okay, yeah, pretty good. He does like a picture of a key.
Yeah, what do keys do?
And so like all the pirates are like, which is a valid question, why have we not gotten any gold recently? And he's like, well, we're looking for a thing that's looking for another thing, and if you're looking for that thing, you can't look for the other thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you can just about follow the logic, but it's stupid. He's being an idiot. But also, I like when he's clever.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And he's clever at many points.
He's both an idiot and clever, as we talked about in the first one. Is that if everyone thinks he's a moron and we're watching it like this guy's a moron, and he probably is a little bit of a moron, because even if it works, he's like, meant that. Totally meant. I knew that was going to happen.
100%. I like Norrington's fall from grace in this movie. I think that's a fun thing to do to that character.
Yeah, I like him showing up on Tortuga. I just be like, I'll just join the fucking crew then, fine.
And I love the implication that he chased after them off screen. Because there's that bit where Gibbs is like, you didn't fucking try and sail through a hurricane, did you? You fucking lunatic.
Yeah, but like, I think Tortuga has one of my favourite lines is like, how many have we got? Including those 4? We have 4.
Just great. Going back a bit, but the Davy Jones "Do You Fear Death" speech is terrifying.
That's the introduction to the Davy Jones. And I think from the moment he steps on screen, the vibe is completely different from Barbossa. Like, it's because Barbossa, like, he was fun.
Yeah, Barbossa, like, you were introduced to him as a man, and then he's a zombie pirate dude.
Yeah, this guy's obviously octopus head from the very start.
But he's angry, but he's also he's really sad as a character.
Yeah. Like, Bill Nighy is just fucking excellent in that role. Like, it's just the mocap, it captures everything perfectly. He's just so good. And he's possible, like, I think he's the best villain, like, in all these movies.
100%.
Like, Barbossa, that kind of becomes the fan favourite hero in the end because of all, like, he's very much Barbossa's the one that steals all the seeds with, like, you're in one, those kind of, like, Bill Nighy doesn't do that. He's not here to steal the seeds. He's like, we're going to kill you, and we're going to kill everyone you love.
I feel like the Davy Jones stuff actually happened sometimes, you know.
Because I would, you know, Philip Seymour Hoffman in Mission Impossible 3.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking of when I was watching him. It's like Philip Seymour Hoffman's like looking at Tom Cruise like, I'm going to kill your family, I'm going to kill your wife, I'm going to kill your kid, and you can just do whatever but I'm going to just track everyone down and kill them. And he just like never wavers.
It's just cold evil. Like,
and that's exactly, he's like, I'm just going to kill everyone. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we need to kill Jack. That's it.
Yeah, he just fucking hates Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Everyone hates Jack Sparrow, which is always a very good trait to have in all these movies, that they all are just like, he's a dickhead. All the smart characters are like, Jack's a fucking moron, and he's also a traitorous bastard. And then all the dumb ones are like, he's the smartest guy we've ever seen.
The other thing I had to say about just all the designs of the crew members of the Flying Dutchman are class. There's the hammerhead dude. Like, there's the dude who is just part of the crew, part of the ship. Willis is his name.
Yeah, I all the designs are so good. Like, everything is just, it's always raining, and it's like always just dark.
Which,
and
that's
gritty.
a clever move for a CG, a lot of CGI
but there
characters.
Is a scene, like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours in, where it's daytime, and Davy Jones is in fucking full daylight, and he turns, and I'm like, that's even fucking nicer in daylight.
What a flex. Like,
how are they doing that?
The Jack and Elizabeth stuff confused me when I was a kid.
Yeah, even now, like, I get it. And
I get what they're doing. I get what she's doing as a character.
Yeah.
But it's still confusing. Like,
even
the kiss at the end...
even watching it, I'm kind of like, maybe it's too subtle for me. And maybe I'm dumb.
But there's also that moment where, like, the compass points towards Jack.
So then she does want him. And
it's like, I'm like, I don't know, like, and maybe I'm not meant to know if it's real or a trick or not.
Yeah, that's the whole pirate thing of, like, the whole point is that you can't trust anything, but, like...
Yeah.
I just remember, even watching it, like, recently, I'm just kind of like, yeah, but... And at the end, I can understand if she kisses him and then she does the big tie-up thing. I think that works as an ending note, to be like, they only want you in the ship, so,
yeah.
I mean, we're just going to get away.
And Will sees him kissing, it's all drama. But then, like, the bit where she gets on the boat and it's like, oh, he fell behind. He's going to stay.
Like, I like all of that stuff, but it doesn't make any sense after the compass bit, because we now know that she does like him.
Yeah, and she feels bad about it, but it was, like, the right thing to do, objectively. Because a couple of things. One, when Jack comes back at the end and he has the gun and he takes the shot at the kegs, great.
Yeah, that's a great scene. Yeah, you see the bullet flying through the air, that's fantastic.
So good. But then that bit at the end where they're all back in Tiadama's place, there's a palpable sense of sorrow and anger and, like, grief and confusion among everyone. Like, and, like, Will and Elizabeth look at each other and it's like they're strangers. It's insane. I don't know how they managed to act that.
It's really good actors portraying these characters, but I think to me, I think it makes a lot more sense if, well, look, it probably doesn't, but to me, I'm just dumb, so I'm like, cut the compass scene that she doesn't want them. I would even cut, like, a lot of the previous scenes. I would just have him constantly, like, flirting with her and her not responding to anything, and then
using it to her advantage,
and then using it at the end to do the big kiss and then tie him to the boat.
Yeah. That it was done. Look, Ted made a decision, and we have to stick by that.
You can't insult Ted.
Not on my birthday. No, you can't.
But here's the thing: maybe Terry wrote those scenes we don't like.
Go be. I don't have a Terry mug, do I?
We can't say anything good about Terry because we don't know what he's worked on. I mean, if he's also worked on all the same things, then we kind of have to take it back. But maybe
he's worked on. To be honest, he's worked on a lot of.
Him and Ted are writing. They're a writing duo, but I'm not going to go all the way. What did Terry work on?
Mask of Zorro, Godzilla, Small Soldiers, Road to El Dorado, Legend of Zorro, National Treasure Book of Secrets, all the Pirates of the Caribbean.
So Terry did, Terry.
Yeah, no, he's really Godzilla vs Kong. Godzilla vs Kong: New Empire. Yeah, no, he's done. He's done the he worked on the Spiderwick Chronicles. Love that.
So we can't really insult Terry either, can we?
No, they're really a match made in heaven.
They're basically they're us, but like talent.
They're the me and you of the Hollywood script writing world, correct?
So like they're just inseparable. You can't do
they're
one.
They're a package deal, I feel.
Yeah, it's a package deal. Whatever. Yeah, fuck's sake. So now then who do we blame?
Disney.
Gordon Verbinski.
No, Gore's great.
Shit. It's one of those where watching it, I'm like, Elizabeth, I would prefer if you were less like with Jack. Like when she's like kind of, when they're having those chats, I think it works a lot better if she isn't into him at all. Like, she's just like, you're an idiot.
Like, yeah, it's like, it's I think we just don't see how clever Elizabeth is being in those moments. Because she doesn't get a whole lot to do in this movie. My favourite Elizabeth stuff in this movie is, I've already said, when she's on the boat, like, conniving her way to get to Tortuga. But then also at the start where she breaks into Cutler Beckett's office, she's still in her wedding dress. And she just has him at gunpoint the entire time.
Yeah. Like, you know what could have solved the whole thing was literally one reaction shot whenever she's talking to Johnny Depp. Like,
a reaction shot of her.
Yeah. Now, I'm not talking like a look to fucking camera or anything. Like,
I'm going to betray him.
I'm going to betray him. But like any of those scenes where you just have a moment where, and Keira Knightley is like an incredible actress, so she could probably pull it off. If you just had a moment of like in her eyes, you can tell that she's not believing anything that's going on. Like, she's just doing this.
Maybe that's in there, but we missed it. Who knows?
Maybe we missed it, but I don't know. But I've
seen these movies a lot, though.
And are they in there?
Not to my knowledge.
See, a reaction shot wouldn't be Terry and Ted's thing. They can only write the script. It's up to the actors to perform. You know what I mean? Gore.
It's up to Gore. It's up to Gore
to get the performances out of them, really, when you think about it.
Damn it, Gore.
Damn you, Gore.
No, I love you, Gore. I'm not sure
Gore,
a bad dude.
You're a good man.
He's doing all right.
What do you think of Stellan Skarsgård in this?
Oh, man. Kills it. That introduction where, like, Jack comes down looking for rum and he's just sitting there, dripping.
I don't like the introduction between him and Will. I like
when he's doing the hauling the cannon and he's like...
Yeah, I like the bit where they have to do, like, the whipping scene. And I really like when he sacrifices himself in the dice game.
I love that dice game scene.
Yeah, I really don't like the scene where they meet because there's like nothing... There's like no meat on the bone. Like, he's only have the big fucking moment. He's just like, "This is your dad," and Will's like, "Oh fuck, are you? Oh Jesus, no."
I like it. I think there's a moment of realization that Skarsgård has in his face when he sees that it's Will, and that's when he drops the cannon. And then it's so snowballed from there, and Will is so locked in on like, I'm getting this fucking key. That like he's not spending any time hanging around.
He doesn't even like talk to his dad.
Not really, no. Like,
which I think makes Will. I think it makes him like, they tried to make him like action hero heroic, that he's like all about the key. But I think he becomes more likable if he like kind of has a moment where he's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing to his dad. Like, I have to get this key. I don't have a fucking clue. I'm scared. And his dad is like, you can do this.
But I think Will does not, like, he found out his father was a pirate in the last movie, and like his father basically left him and is like to go pirating.
Did he ever have the big heart-to-heart scene where he's like, why were you a pirate? Is that the third one?
I don't think it ever happens.
I think that's a missed opportunity. I think that's a really good scene they could have thrown in for like really like emotion. That's actually the emotional stuff that I'm talking about. Like, if you just had one
You wish
scene,
Will had more of that.
I wish Will had a scene where he's like, why the fuck did you not tell me? And like, they have to have a moment where they maybe have some sort of reconciliation.
Yeah. I imagine that was scripted. Might have even been filmed.
They must have cut it. But I'm like, you should have left it in, because it's a good. I know we want to get to is it Will so smart and cool because he wanted to do the game with the keys, which is a good scene. But I think that scene, you had the exact same scene, but just include a 2-minute scene beforehand where he's like, I'm just making this up, and also I'm not happy with you because I don't know like what you left me and my mum as a kid.
See, I think if you give Will that emotional beat, then later when he kind of has to choose his father over Elizabeth for a while, I think you understand him more making that decision, where I think they want it to be a little messier towards the end of this movie.
Which is that's probably my complaint.
That's the complaint,
I think it's actually too messy. I'm like, I wanted one part to not be messy. I don't mind Jack's. I love the fact that Jack is always the messiest part. That like, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know what he's doing. Everything he says is like, it's actually not true. And I don't even mind Elizabeth kind of going along that as well, because she's working off Barbossa's thing. But I wanted like one part to be like, look, he's chosen his dad because he's like, well, I haven't seen him since I was young.
I can save him, and
I can save him, and I can get him back, and like, we'll bring him home.
Yeah, it happens a bit in the third one. Will is like having a heart-to-heart with Jack, and he's like, oh man, I'm losing her, but I need to save my dad. I'm so fucking troubled. by this. I'm brooding. I'm Orlando Bloom in the mid-2000s.
Fantastic hair on him.
Great hair in this movie. I think this might be my favourite Will Turner
I think it's the best Will Turner hair, definitely.
Yeah, good beard too.
And I was saying I seen The Fall Guy recently, and I was trying to basically say like what it's like, and I was like, fantastic Ryan Gosling hair. Just some of the strongest hair he's had.
It's been a good year for Ryan Gosling here.
It's been a good year for the hair. But yeah, 2006 hair, pretty strong. Second is the 2007 one, the third one. Is that slightly longer?
I think it is. It is. It has, no, it's good hair, but it is longer.
I like the fact that when they find the chest, you have the heart inside and all. I think that's actually pretty good CGI. I don't think there's anything wrong with that as well.
Yeah, I love also like the music box version of the theme. Anytime the heart is shown, basically, which I think is really fun. You hear the little thump thump. And
you have the bit where like how we get there is that obviously Will is on the boat and he plays the dice game, and his father keeps basically sacrificing himself. So like, but the idea is at the end of it, it's actually a very good scene where he's like, you didn't want to win, you just wanted to know where the key was. Yeah, like he just that's all he cared about at that point. But once again, that scene is made better if you have the bit with them beforehand where Will's like, firstly sad that he left, he's mad at him, and he's like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing growing up, like. And then you have the moment where his father has the realisation, oh, my son is fucking really good. Like, my son is good at this. Yeah. And like, you get that respect. Yeah, but I think you get the respect anyway from his father at the end. When he's like, oh, you never cared. That's when he figures it out. But I think Bootstrap becomes a little more redeemed by volunteering to play the game as well. Because we as the audience know, oh, he abandoned Will to go pirating. But then seeing him step up and be like, no, I'm not going to let Will give himself a lifetime of fucking servitude. Yeah. I'm not going to let that happen. And at the same time, you have Jack and Elizabeth and Norrington all find the chest. And there's that great bit when Will shows up and he's like, you betrayed me. And I think the best the comedic moment in the whole movie is when it's like, what? And then like they're really quiet, what really quickly between, I think it's Elizabeth and Jack. Where it's like, you betrayed him, and it's like, what? And it's really, really quickly, just like Jack says it back to her, and like instead of answering, and I just burst out laughing. I was like, Jack is still funny in all those scenarios. Oh, he is, and also Will like rocking up just at the right time on the beach, just being like, sea turtles, as much as say like, go fuck yourself, I'm here, deal with it. Exactly. What do we think about, I like the idea that Jack gets the black mark and the Kraken is chasing him, and then like, because it includes like all of the cool piratey things. You got the Kraken, you got Davy Jones' locker, you got the Flying Dutchman. All of those things, by the way, like none of that is like actual pirate. Like Davy Jones was just a random name they would put in pirate songs. Like there was no, he wasn't the captain of the Dutchman who mastered the Kraken. They all just added that for the crack. But I think it like works really well. Like I think it's all just really good stuff that I'm like, yeah, this is exactly, if I was writing a pirate movie, these are all the people I would include. Yeah, no, and like you have Jack being terrified to be on the sea is great, because that's all he's ever wanted to do is sail. Yeah. But now he's like, I'd rather live, to be honest. He's like, let's get away in shallow waters, maybe. Stick to the coast. And your man's like, how does that make any sense? How can we get away if we're in the shallow end? Just figure it out, it's fine. I just have the triple cross. Keira Knightley is nailing this scene, and then I just have big fucking wheel, all completely pointless. Okay, let me make a case for the wheel. It's going to have to be a good case. It is a chase sequence. You cannot argue. They're chasing each other, going for the one goal, the key, and they're chasing each other,
And if any chase sequence in any movie serves a purpose, because they're after something. It's showing the import of the key in this case.
So within that, if I said to you, what about the chase scene in The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen in the car?
It's not the best chase scene in the world.
But you just said all chase scenes
but you
are
can't
important.
say they are. They're put in for a reason to show the importance of the item being chased after.
All right, and so what's the importance of the chase scene in The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
To show who are they? They're chasing Jekyll.
They're in a Mini Cooper driving through London in like 1800.
Yeah, it's rad.
I love that you spoke for 5 minutes and I was like, I've got this bullet in the chamber. Really fucking fire it.
Oh, I've nailed this one. I might just clock out early today.
Just away from. Yeah, I think this scene is all terrible. This is even especially at this stage in the movie. It's like, look, I'm going to have to tread lightly here. I don't want to insult Ted and Terry.
You never could.
But it feels like they wrote a movie and then they were like, we need a bit of an action scene at the end. We need to add some action because we haven't had some in about 10 minutes.
But then the wheel falls and they're all dizzy. That's pretty good, right?
No, yeah, you're right. I take it back.
And they're on top of the wheel and Jack is running around inside.
And you know what? I actually take it all back. That big wheel is fantastic. That's
great.
It's just I'm going to
get a tattoo of the big wheel from Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was offended by the wheel scene only because I was actually back on board. So what I will say, right? First, the Cannibal Island.
Lost you a bit.
Didn't like it, right? And then the next hour and like 20 minutes, I'm like locked in. I'm like fucking cracking. Johnny,
man, I owe Sean an apology.
This is fucking great. Sean deserves an apology. There's like one bad scene. And then everyone just starts acting like a moron for like 20 minutes and just like sword fighting on the wheel and you have to do the big thing and they're trying to kill each other but they're not trying to kill each other and all these people were working together 5 minutes ago and they're all like, oh, let's get the chest. No, you get the chest. No, you get the and we have to have the big hijinks. And then I was like, I don't owe Sean an apology at all. This scene is still shit.
But the wheel was practical. It was a real wheel that they did.
You Googling that.
Yeah, I had to check. So I was like, oh fuck, if this is CGI wheel, he's going to rinse me.
I'm not saying the stuntmen didn't do an amazing job. I'm saying Ted and Terry, why did we have to do this?
I mean, it served. It's like a ship's wheel. No, that's nothing.
I mean, you have. Okay, I'm going to give a suggestion.
What about that bit where the camera follows the wheel?
That's pretty good.
That's all right. No, okay, we're back on board,
I'm not
folks.
saying that once they have decided on a road, they did it the best they could do. I'm saying the road itself was a dumb road to go down.
It's the best big wheel scene in cinema, you're saying?
Yes, technically yes, I suppose. And also the worst.
Fuck.
It's definitely both the best and worst. But you have the scene where they get the chest. Just have Davy Jones lads show up and they all fight off Davy Jones lads and just get off the island. And then you figure out later on that like maybe Norrington gets broken away from them in the middle of the fight. And then you don't have to even mention it. He just took the heart.
I don't think that's as fun as the big wheel, though.
It's not as fun. But you could make
what's your problem with fun? Why don't you want to have fun watching a movie?
I don't mind fun. I don't like when I've spent like an hour and 20 minutes being like, yeah, let's get the fucking chest. Let's get out of here. Let's defeat this fucking guy.
I think 90% of the people that watch this movie have seen the tension build and all the storylines come together. And then it gets to the big wheel and they're like, oh my God, now they're on a big wheel and they're fighting. This is class.
I just think everybody has to act like a moron for it to exist.
No, they're all angry.
To me, it's the equivalent of like in the Alien movie when all the people are like, let's not wear masks, we'll just go down to the fucking planet.
That's a different thing.
That's a level of stupidity.
They didn't meet at the beach, say, hey, let's go fight on the big wheel.
Yeah. It naturally broke out.
Brought them to the wheel.
So you're telling me they got the whole way to the chest without discussing who's going to get the chest?
Well, I think the assumption was...
Oh, they all betray each other. Okay, that's fair enough.
No. The assumption was that Jack was going to take it as he was the capitan of the ship.
I don't mind even the betrayal, but I think it would be cool. I'm going to say the thing about, might not be as fun, but they have the big fight scene with Davy Jones, lads, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, Will tries to betray Jack, and Elizabeth is like, why are you trying to betray Jack? And in the meantime, Norrington has betrayed all three of them, and he has stolen the heart within the hijinks. But I'm not saying full hijinks.
I get what you're saying. Because at the minute, because the heart changes hands about 4 times towards the end of that fight.
Yeah, I'm saying
you want
we don't
to be
need
across
to see,
the whole fight.
We don't need to see it change multiple times. We just need to literally have, like, I don't want Norrington to ever even look at it until, like, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then you have, he's fucking betrayed us. He's actually the real pirate. The pirate was in him all along.
Yeah, but I think we get the point across with Norrington as it is, though. I think it's a really good end. This movie ends like 4 times as well.
Oh, it did so many endings. So many endings. And it's just, and you know, it's so funny, this review is just me being like, this is a really great movie with some really just scenes that I really think just needed to be rewritten. Just really rewritten, Ted.
I think your opinions need to be rewritten, Connor.
That's fair enough. But all of my opinions that agree with you with 90% of the movie, you're like, they're fine.
Yeah, I didn't say they all need to be changed. Just some of them rewritten.
Just all the ones that disagree with me.
Yeah. In my viewpoint, you know?
Yeah, of course.
As the birthday boy.
It is your birthday, actually. No, I take it back. The big wheel is fantastic. And I actually think that scene really makes the movie. The movie would not be the same without it.
So how hard is that, you know? Just to speak positive about things. How do you feel about the third? Actually, we'll talk about it next year. But in the third one, they fight on 2 ships as they crash together in a maelstrom.
I think that's better.
It's more serious, which I'm guessing you hate fun, personally.
No, I don't.
So that's making sense to me that you like that
fun.
One. No fun, Lawler, we call them.
The fun police. No, but there's loads of really funny comedy in this movie. It's just those bits I'm like, this is not for me. I don't know who it's for, but it's not for me. I don't mind if they have the big fight scene where there's a load of comedy, but like do it on the 2 ships crashing together. At least we're getting somewhere.
They were saving that for the third one.
In my head,
all they had on the whiteboard was big wheel.
Big wheel.
Ted, big wheel.
In my head, like, I don't mind how much fun you have as long as the plot arrow is going that way, and it feels like the plot arrow just stops, and then we're like, well, the fun is over now. We got to get back to the plot.
See, to me, the plot arrow is like Jack's compass in this film. And every time the big wheel is on screen, that arrow is pointing directly at the big wheel.
And when it's not on screen, we should be asking, where's the big wheel?
The big wheel? What's the big wheel doing?
I think maybe I'm the fun police. Maybe I am.
Just for this movie.
This might be the strangest review we've ever done, because it's a movie that we both agree is really good.
Yeah.
Except,
I think if this was the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie that came out, it would be insane. People would go mental for it.
Yeah, I think it's a really great idea. I think it's a really good plot. I like the plot. I think the plot is great. Let's do that. Let's just do that in scenes.
Okay, but it sounds like you're still levelling some criticism against the film. What would you give it out of a 10? I know you do the rating.
Okay, so I think Davy Jones stuff is like it's a 10 out of 10.
Nice, okay,
all that
good
stuff, like all that plot with Davy Jones and the Kraken and like they're coming for Jack and Jack being like afraid of water and like and he's going to lose his ship and I think all that is fantastic. I think that's a massive adventure, real fun stuff, like 9 out of 10. I think that's really solid.
Okay, doing well so far.
And I think the other stuff is like 2 out of 10.
As low as 2?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Now, I'm still going to give it like an 8 somehow. I don't know how the rankings work, but...
Yeah, your averages don't work out, but I get what you mean.
Most of the time, to be honest with you, in movies that we've covered, the plot is shit. And like, there's loads of like really terrible scenes. But this movie has like, I would say 9 out of every 10 scenes is excellent.
Yeah, it's a very clear vision for what this was to be. Here's a good scene from Cannibal Island. Is Jack goes into the hut and he finds the spices and they have the East India Company logo on them, showing how far the company has reached, Connor.
Fuck off.
World building.
Fuck off.
Just saying.
You can't say that.
It lets you know they're bad.
You can't say that like, well, actually, and then come up with the worst point you've come up with.
I think that's a good, valid point. And I think you're, conversely, a prick.
Oh man, this is the funniest review we've ever done.
This is how we talk about movies to each other.
It's just like, yeah, I like the movie too, but you don't like it enough.
Don't like it as much as I do.
You don't like it as much as me.
I am coming in real defensive on this.
Yeah, it feels personal.
You were very level in your Maze Runner thoughts. I'm like, no, this was good, this worked, this didn't. I'm like, no, you have to like the thing I like.
You're like, fully, if you don't like this, we can't be friends.
And that's not the case.
You're like, well, you're the fun police. Nobody fucking likes you.
You're also saying like, oh, it's like an 8 out of 10. And I'm like, that's not good enough.
That's not enough. It has to be 11. It has to be 11 out of 10, man.
Yeah, invent a new scale.
Has to be better than the first one. I also said the first one was one of my favourite movies ever.
Yeah, it's true. I think this is better than the first one, personally. No, I can't finish that.
You're a madman.
First one's real good.
First one is like, I think script writers need to like look at the first one. Like, there's no fat on that. It's just A to Z, bang, that's straight in. Every scene means something. Every scene pushes the plot forward. Every scene makes us like the characters. Just like characters.
This does exactly the same.
Not as much. They took 80% of the first movie and they did it again, and then they like the bits of the movie.
So that's why it's 8 out of 10, is it?
I would say. And then the bits out of the movie that I probably wasn't as enthusiastic about, they like heightened. And I think, you know what the moments I mean, the Jack Sparrow hijinks.
Yes. This was the start of the Jack Sparrow hijinks.
The hijinks get probably raised with every one of these movies.
Yeah, he always has to. I think in the fourth one, he like pulls a safe out of a bank and like has sex with the mayor's wife. In the first one,
how many hijinks does he have?
He's got like the escape. He's got the even the boat under the thing seems more clever than hijinky.
It's not like he's not falling off anything high. Even the escape, he leaps off the edge of the thing and like swims away. Yeah. And it's like not even, that's about it. Like he just gets picked up in a boat.
Yeah, but there's that bit at the start where like he gets all his stuff taken and he has the handcuffs on, and then he like
the character introduction thing where the boat is sinking and stuff.
That and then he gets captured because he saves Elizabeth.
Yes.
And then he gets put in irons and then he like zip lines using his handcuffs. And then
I think
he goes
that's about the only hijinks in the whole thing.
Yeah, and that fight with Will then as well.
But as I explained, I don't think that's hijinks. I think that's literally
no, but that's a perfect character like showing
Will
those
is like
two
a much better swordsman, but Jack is putting sand in his eyes and shit.
Yeah, and in this one, Will got a dad, and Jack
he runs and he leaps using a pole.
Yeah, and he gets a load of veg thrown on him. And are fruits actually that get thrown on him.
And they're all speaking a weird language. That's kind of funny, isn't it?
I don't think you can just say a different language is funny, Connor. All right, okay. I see where that you're losing 2 points. Yeah, of course. That's your own views.
He's getting a bit personal now. I like how you've only 2 moments. You're either like you agree with me or you're a racist bastard.
Yeah, if you don't like Pirates of the Caribbean, then
taking all jokes
racist.
Completely out of hand, don't even reference them as jokes. Like, that's actually a terrible thing to say. That's actually really bad.
My dad was a kraken.
My dad spoke a foreign language. That's terrible.
No. For all my griping, I think you've raised good points.
You are absolutely not going to listen to any of those points.
What? I did listen to them.
I did. Well, you did. I suppose technically listen
take them in.
I think this is our best one we've done in a while, in that you are so personally offended.
I'm fucking. I'm tilted right now for some reason.
He's so nice that like you can't ever tell when Sean is offended, but I can tell. It's funny.
Oh yeah, gets in there. 'Cause it's a personal attack on me because I've made it such a core part of my personality.
But it's only funny because you're like the Twitter comments where I was like, oh, first one is really good, second one is really good as well. No, first one is excellent, second one really good. Only really good.
Well, you're a racist.
What do you mean you're really good? You're a racist bastard. It's really good.
Suppose you hate women as well, do you, Conor?
Suppose you hate every fucking minority, you bastard.
I may have come in too hard.
Where did we review the third one? Oh, boys, that's
God.
gonna.
I love the third. Oh, it's so good, Conor.
I haven't actually rewatched the third one. How much hijinks are in the third one?
There's a few. There's a bit where a boat gets lifted up by a load of crabs and there's a load of Jack Sparrows on it.
I do remember that, yes.
Yeah. That's pretty hijinky.
He proceeds to name the most hijinky thing ever, and he's like, that's kind of hijinky, I suppose.
Hijinky, yeah.
Well,
they flip a boat upside down. What way to travel between worlds?
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. That's
You're okay with that? Okay,
I don't mind the supernatural stuff in this. Like, I think that's all pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I think you'll like the third one.
It's just Jack getting fruit thrown at him, and then them all being in a cage doing the weird swinging thing between it. Just like, whoa.
then half the like disposable crew that they hired. They're just like, well, we don't need everyone. We can just fucking.
Like the other 6 guys in the other, and I was like, those lads are dead.
Yeah. Oh, we've not seen them in the first movie.
I think I don't know if we have anything else to say because I feel like I might offend you some more.
No, yeah, we have. You're coming to a birthday party tomorrow, so we need to be on good terms.
And I think that this movie's the best movie I've ever seen, and I love personally the big wheel.
I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10.
You don't even like it that much.
I like it well enough. It's a good movie. It's got its problems, but you know.
I would give it. We're not giving out of 10s, are we? I don't know if we do that, but
we don't have to. No.
Is this the only movie we give out of 10?
That we numerically say how good it is? I
would say this is a 7.9 out of 10.
It's gotten lower since we last spoke.
I took 0.1
by a whole decimal point.
I know what I took the 0.1 for. You're fucking mountain. That's what I took that off for. And it's going to keep going down. So you better watch yourself.
Okay, well, I'll get Ted and Terry after you. They'll write you into a corner, my friend.
I bought their stuff.
No, you photoshopped it.
Oh, I did, yeah, sorry. The script was 150 quid.
Yeah, no, don't pay that. That's the real piracy.
That's the real piracy of all.
Wait, you pirated a birthday present?
I did, technically.
Hell yeah.
It was actually a double meaning. Sean, I think that's it for this month.
Yeah, I think so. Thanks everyone for listening to another month. Hope you enjoyed our little birthday by-month extravaganza. If you want to suggest other movies, good or bad, that we can talk about for the months going ahead, feel free. Leave in the comments.
A whole year of your movies now.
Yeah, 10 months. Imagine what you could do there.
And also, I want everyone to comment. They'll probably all agree with Sean, which he knows they will, because they always do. But
I'm the favourite.
You're the favourite, that's fair enough, but he's the nice boy.
In my family.
Your family like me.
Yeah, no, they do actually.
But everyone will agree with Sean, but am I being too harsh with the hijinks? Do I not like fun? But I feel like we've covered shows where I do like fun.
Name one.
Loads of them. We did the school one.
Schindler's List, you find that fun?
It's my favourite movie. I love Schindler's List, Oppenheimer, and 12 Years a Slave. That's a triple threat that I do watch all the time.
I mean, they're good films. I wouldn't watch them for fun.
Good films, back to back to back. Just really cheers me up.
3 backs.
Yeah.
By God.
I think that, what was that movie that we did, the superhero movie?
Sky High?
Yeah, Sky High. That movie, fun hijinks and dumb.
Fun hijinks.
And we had lots of fun with it.
Have talked about 2 of the Power Rangers films as well, actually.
And they're both dumb, and I was like, these are shit, but also fun.
Bit silly, aren't they?
They're a bit silly. The Fall Guy, I watched it in cinemas, keep telling everyone to go watch it. That movie's really fun and dumb, but a great fucking time.
Okay. You can have fun sometimes, I suppose. But let us know what you think of the hijinks and if Conor's being unreasonable or not.
And racist. What did I say? They're speaking a foreign language.
They're speaking a foreign language, which is funny. It's the exact quote.
Literally correct.
No, you're going to take another decimal point off if we continue.
7.8.
Damn it. Thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you very much. We'll see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.